Hi, I wanted to do a quick little baby update for those of you that are interested in that aspect of my life. I know I mentioned before that I'm expecting my second child, and it is a boy. I don't think I said that before, but he is due in June 14th, and I'll show you a little clip of my belly. So you can see I'm getting there, about 2.5 months to go, and we're really excited and everything's going good so far. I do have a lot of like sciatic nerve pain, I think is what it's called, like my lower back kind of going down. The morning sickness has been, long past. That was the first 3 months. I do get really bad morning sickness, both with my daughter and now with my son. It's pretty much the same. They say that it's worse with girls, but for me it was equally as bad with both of them. So I actually lose weight that first trimester from all the throwing up and not being able to eat. But then after that, after those first 3 months, then I've been doing really good and been able to eat, and you can see I've grown quite a bit, so that's all going well. And I am also, if you're interested in more details, I'm trying to have this baby more naturally, because with my daughter I was hoping for natural, but then it's a really long story, but just like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, and it was like complete opposite of, you put together this list, this birth plan of like how you want things to go. So it's pretty much the opposite of my birth plan, but I ended up, after like a long time of trying to not have a C-section, it all ended up with me having a C-section with my daughter. So I'm really trying to avoid that this time around. I'm trying to have this baby naturally. So I have a doula. I actually switched from the doctor that I was at so that I could be at a different hospital to another set of doctors that is actually, it's half doctors, half midwives, and so I really like them. And the new hospital is really great because at my old hospital you have these monitors that are all wired, and you're pretty much, you can't really go very far from the bed. Whereas the new hospital, they're not only wireless, but they are waterproof. So you can literally, like, you can walk around, you can like sit in a bathtub. They have bathtubs. You can take a shower. So I just thought my chances will be better of, resisting like pain medication and such if I'm not like confined to sitting in one place. And then I heard really positive things about water, being kind of a mild pain reliever in pregnancy and kind of making you feel more comfortable. So that's definitely something that I was interested in. And so that is what I am kind of going for this time around. I actually only had one ultrasound, the one that showed us that he's a boy, and that's the same ultrasound with a look at, like their heart, their brain, like all these things. That first ultrasound that they usually do really, really early on, just to see if there's a heartbeat and the baby just looks like a little blob. I didn't do that because I had read just like some conflicting things. I know that the general consensus is that it's fine for the baby, but then I read some things that because they're so tiny, I mean they're literally like so tiny at that point, that the ultrasound waves actually are not that great. So I just decided better safe than sorry, and I skipped that ultrasound. And I think that's actually it. They told me there isn't a third one that they do at this practice unless there's something that they like need to look at. And another thing I did, kind of not very conventional, I guess, is with my daughter they made me drink this really nasty orange drink, the glucose drink that they test you for gestational diabetes. And it's, first of all, it tastes nasty, and then it overloads you with an insane amount of glucose, sugar, and which like you probably normally wouldn't consume that much at one time in real life. So it's not great for you if you eat a relatively healthy diet and you don't eat a ton of sugar. It's just like a shock for your body and the baby. And then, not to mention, it's got all kinds of dyes, which I like always avoid dyes in all my food. That's something I'm really like paranoid about. and it had just a bunch of like chemicals, and I'm so like I'm into natural makeup and skincare and all that, but I'm even more intense with what I eat. Like there is so much that I don't eat and so much that I avoid. I can do a video on that if anyone's interested. But anyways, so with my daughter, it was kind of like I didn't think I had a choice. But then the second time around, I was like, oh, I am dreading the fact that I have to drink this nasty thing. And then one of my friends was telling me that she refused to drink it because she like doesn't put those ingredients in her body either, and they let her use one of those things that diabetics use where you like prick your finger and you measure your blood sugar. And so I asked them about that, and they let me do that. They said to measure it in the morning when you first wake up, and then 2 hours after a meal. And so she told me, my doctor told me, whenever I have like a big meal, especially if I eat dessert or just if I eat like a lot of carbs and stuff, to do it 2 hours after those meals. Like I don't have to do it after literally every meal, but just to do it a few times. And I think I did it like 5 times, 5 each, 5 in the morning and 5 after, the biggest 5 meals that I had within that period of time. And I wrote down all my results. And so they told me it was fine, so I don't need to do that glucose test again. By the way, when I did that with my daughter, it was terrible because it's not very accurate, and they don't tell you to like not eat or what to not eat beforehand. And so a lot of people can fail it the first try, even though they don't have gestational diabetes. And so I failed it because I think I like ate something for breakfast I wasn't supposed to, I don't know. But I failed it, and they made me take the 3-hour one, which is like the worst thing ever because you have to drink that drink again, fasting, and then they take your blood every hour. They take your blood, I think, before, and then every hour for 3 hours, so like 3 more times, and you can't eat breakfast, and then you can't eat that entire time. And so it was awful because I like really thought that I was gonna pass out, and I just felt horrible, and I hate getting my blood taken. I get kind of like woozy in the first place. So that's it. Next time I'll update you on this will probably be after the fact, after I have the baby. So that's about it. And my daughter's been really, really cute, by the way. I've been telling her that, I have a baby in my belly, and so for a while she was saying she has a baby in her belly, and I was like, no, 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 you don't. And then I was telling her that she's gonna have a little brother, and she watches Max and Ruby. I don't know if you've ever seen that cartoon, but it's 2 bunnies, and one is a big sister, one's a little brother, and I was like, you're gonna be big sister like Ruby, and you're gonna have a little brother like Max. And so then she kept saying, Max and Ruby, and I was like, she probably thinks she's getting a bunny because there were like rabbits in that cartoon. And then she's been really cute because she's been like feeling the baby kick, and she's been saying like little brother, and she's been saying, oh, baby kicking, and it's so cute. She's trying to talk now. She's a little bit more than 2, so she can say like simple sentences and phrases and a lot of words and stuff. And it's in a little bit with her baby accent, but I pretty much understand everything she says. So yes, alright, now that's it for my update. I've told you everything, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.